Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tinda Asun, and I'm sure by now you now know the major goal that I have in life, that is to make sure that you are well connected to the service providers that is across every part of Zimbabwe. So today I'm in Westgate, where I visited an organization called Work for Adolescence and Youth. This organization major aim is to make sure that the youth's health is well preserved. So I want you to sit back and relax and make sure you pay close attention to each and every detail that will be shared in this video. I hope you get the help that you have need of.
Hello everybody, my name is Adeline Kamezera and I am a volunteer for Hope for Adolescents and Youth. During our mobile outreaches, we found out that one of the major challenges affecting the youth continues to be substance and drug abuse. This is mainly common in high-density areas such as Hopley and Chitungwiza, where you find young boys and girls engaging in drugs and substance abuse. Hope for Adolescents and Youth is trying by all means to raise awareness and make sure that the youth are conscientized about the dangers of drug and substance abuse. I am very passionate about this move, and we do hope that with time we'll be able to change each and everyone's stories and be able to rehabilitate each and everyone who is going through drugs and substance abuse at the moment.
So Hope for Adolescents and Youth is an organization that focuses on various pillars in terms of empowering the youths and the adolescents in the different communities that we work in. Some of the pillars that Hope focuses on include the issue of SRH, sexual reproductive health and rights. So as Hope for Adolescents and Youth, we make sure, and our objectives are to increase access and uptake of SRH services amongst the communities that we work in, as well as the issue of advocating for family planning services amongst the communities that we work with. And as well as Hope, we also focus on the pillar to do with GBV and gender justice, whereby we advocate against all forms of gender-based violence that can be found in the different communities that we work in. As we know, gender-based violence is something that hinders the progress when it comes to the youth, and as well as development of things that make our nation go forward. So we advocate against all forms of gender-based violence in the communities that we work in. Hope for Adolescents and Youth has got another pillar that is also cross-cutting, which is the pillar of climate change. So for climate change, we make sure and we look at the things that are affected, or the things that climate change brings into the nation or into the communities, the challenges that come in the communities by reason of the climate change that is happening. So that is another pillar that we look at as a Hope for Adolescents and Youth. The other pillar that Hope for Adolescents and Youth looks at is the pillar of entrepreneurship and livelihoods. As Hope, we train communities, the various communities, adolescents, girls and young women. We train the youths in the different communities with regards to entrepreneurship skills. We give them entrepreneurship skills. We train them a lot of things pertaining the issue of economic livelihoods, so that they can be able to look after themselves economically and financially. Some of the things with the trainings that we do under this pillar, we also have things to do with village lending and savings. Those are some of the things. We also have ISAUs. We also do business management, financial management. All those are some of the things that we train the communities with regards to entrepreneurship and livelihoods. As well as when it comes to livelihoods, we also try to make sure and include things that are climate smart. There's also the things to do with climate smart agriculture that we introduced and that we trained the various communities, so that they can be able to make use and improve when it comes to attaining certain SDG goals. For example, the SDG goal to do with zero hunger. So in order to achieve that SDG of zero hunger, we train and give a platform for the youth to make sure that they can be able to practice climate smart agriculture initiatives.
As Hope for Adolescents and Youth, our vision is to see the organization expanding in empowering adolescents and young women. Our vision is seeing young women and the adolescents being resilient, being able to stand up for themselves, being able to take part in the entrepreneurship skills.
Hello everyone, my name is Evelyn Masanganse. I am part of the HOPE programs, and as HOPE for Adolescents and Youth, we have a lot of activities that we do, and some of these activities, they include the CSE sessions. This is whereby we bring accurate information to the young people on issues like STIs, GBV, menstrual health, etc.
As Hope again, we also have another pillar, which is youth leadership and participation. This is whereby we give a platform to the youth so that they can be able to participate in key decision-making platforms. Various key decision-making platforms include engagements with various stakeholders, district stakeholders, provincial stakeholders, as well as national stakeholders. National stakeholders for our youth to participate even in platforms whereby they will be able to speak to the parliamentarians, members of parliament, as well as participating even in regional engagements to push forward all different forms of things and pillars that we do. Some of the things that can be pushed during this engagement include the issue of pushing for ESA commitments, whereby they will be taking duty bearers into account for the things that were promised under the ESA commitments. For instance, the issue of the Abuja Declaration, whereby every government that signed and agreed upon the Abuja Declaration has to produce 15% of every national budget each year towards the health sector. So those are some of the things that the youth participate in, and the youth are pushing forward so that they can see all those commitments being met. So that is one of the things that we do. We first train the youths in the communities. We first train our youth so that they can be able to advocate for the whole communities, so that they can be able to advocate for health services, so that they can be able to advocate for youth-friendly services, which is another component that we want and that we look forward to as Hope for Adolescents and Youth.
Hello everyone, my name is Rutendo Tessa and I'm a volunteer with Hope for Adolescents. I have recently found out that Hope is committed to addressing challenges faced by youth and adolescents in our communities. These include gender-based violence, drug abuse, and teenage pregnancy. Through dynamic awareness campaigns, we foster dialogue and education that empower youth and young people to make informed decisions while strengthening community voices to advocate for responsive policies. At the same time, we provide survivor-centered support services, ensuring those affected they get access to timely services.
Hello, I'm Tafan Samlango and I'm a volunteer with Hope for Adolescents and Youth. So one of the greatest change I've seen in the young people we work with is that they've become more informed and empowered to make better decisions for themselves and their sexual and reproductive lives. So we realize that they've become more confident and more well-informed through the teaching sessions that we have with them in our outreaches.
Everyone, my name is Diana Shilomga I'm a volunteer from Hope for Adolescents and Youth. Having outreaches made me realize that teenage pregnancy remains one of the challenges that are being faced by adolescents, especially those from marginalized communities. Many young girls are forced to drop out of school, face stigma, and lose opportunities to reach their full potential because of teenage pregnancies. Teenage pregnancy is mostly driven by lack of SRHR education, poverty, GBV, and lack of supportive environments. However, with right education, mentorship, and access to youth-friendly services, we can change this story. When we empower young people with knowledge, we can build bright futures. Protecting adolescents today means protecting their future and protecting their communities.
So we also do mobile outreaches. This is whereby we bring services to the people. I mean free services, mainly to the communities that are marginalized. For example, in Shamba, some of those people, they do not have free family planning services, or maybe just basic services. So we bring free services to those people. For example, free family planning services, free menstrual pads, free male and female condoms, etc. We also do scorecard meetings. This is whereby we create a platform for the young people so that they get to meet with the service providers and air out their issues as well. So overall, hope programs are designed to, equip young people with knowledge and skills and confidence to make informed, wise life choices.
So something that keeps me motivated to work to volunteer for hope is that I believe in the power of young people to transform their own lives when given the right support. So issues of sexual and reproductive health, family planning are usually topics that people shy away from. Hence, through our outreaches and training sessions, we get to talk openly about these things to them, and they become more empowered. And this is what keeps me motivated, because I see the change that is bringing to the communities and to the young people that we work with.
As we embark on our journey and as we embark on our implementation of various projects that we do, there are challenges that we face in the organization. Firstly, the issue of acceptance. It is one thing that is difficult to make people accept a project when you come with it in the first place. But due to the issue of explaining to them and making sure that the people participate in the initiatives and in the planning of the projects, it gives in the issue of buy-in from the communities. That is how we addressed or solved some of those challenges.
So with this being said, I would like to thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the support that you have shown right from the beginning of this video up to the end. This is only the beginning. This is the source where you get your help, and make sure you share this video with family, friends, and colleagues. Who knows, someone might be in need of the help that you have just learned today. Thank you very much. My name is Tendai Ason Tekwani. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.